Well, howdy, fellow Kit Fox enthusiasts. Friendship Fox, episode 14. I just thought I'd make a quick video and show you what I've done here in the last day or so. You know, I've been working on my truss design that's going to go across this bar and then come on up to the bottom of the panel metal. Okay, it goes across, and I'm going to triangulate some strength into this. And of course, I'll have a truss design that goes all the way across, about the height of this right here, maybe just slightly higher. Okay, I'm going to notch out and fit all this in there. And the whole reason for that was to make this forward station as strong as the stock station. You see in there, they've got a truss design in there, but they have nothing here. Okay, and they're producing these kits and putting them on 4s and 5s and this and that for the Shock Monster shocks, and they're bringing the down tube up to this station, yet they're not putting any support in here whatsoever, and it just doesn't make sense to me. So I want to make sure this is super strong, and I truly believe this is going to be a much better deal. I got a hunch people are going to be really curious and interested in what I'm doing here, especially once I start getting it in here and you can really see how this is going to happen. So I've got access now, good access, so I can get in and weld all this stuff. I got to weld all the way across there. There's a couple different areas, 4 areas, 5, let me see, 1, 2, 3, actually 6 areas. I've got to weld 7 areas right here. And then I've got to tack up, well, it's hard to see, guys. I got to tack up here too, but that's going to determine how everything comes together, and I'll show you that when I do it, okay? Some things you got to kind of go as you go, and you build as you go, and you measure things out and make it all happen, okay? Now, once I get the sheet metal in there, I'm going to go ahead and at the same time, I'll be welding these cam lock tabs in, just like they've got. Whoop, let me pull that back so it focuses. I'll be putting some of those in different areas down here, so I can go ahead and pop that sheet metal underneath there and just screw it on right on like any part of the cowling on any airplane, okay? The reason I want to do metal underneath here is good inspection. I can just pop it off. You can see everything. It's wonderful underneath there. And 2, fire protection. I like the idea of having metal all the way up and connecting to my firewall, okay? And I'll have this sealed off. And it might give me an extra minute or 2 or more. Who knows? If I had an engine fire and I had to get on the ground as fast as possible, it might save my life. I like that idea. I'm sure everybody likes that idea. Okay, so that's what's happening on this part of it. And then like I've told you before, once this is all built in here, I'm going to be putting aluminum cover up at an angle up and underneath, or right actually over the seat rail right here on the front. Let me pull that back right on the front here, and then this will go back down. The fiberglass for the seat will cover right over that. So it will have a piece all the way across, and then there'll be a cutout, of course, so I have full throw on the sticks on both sides. Okay, there'd be like a little rectangular hole here. You got good inspection. You can be able to see in there and everything. And it's going to make it really pretty easy to put your foot in there. You'll be either put your heel on one side or the other, and she should slip right in to get your feet up to the rudder pedals. Okay, so that's what's going on in that part. And I've already made a piece of metal. I cut a piece of metal out to fit. So I'm just kind of waiting on some metal that I've got to order up, some chrome moly. And you can see my sheet. I've already cut it, and it's ready to go. Okay, so that's kind of exciting. Now, I was working on this the other day. This is my jig that I built for my truss design, for that station truss. Okay, there'll be a tube, of course, that runs all the way across. It will notch in the center to fit in there right. And then you've got that 45-degree truss design all the way across. Okay, super strong. And everything will be notched and fitted perfectly and tacked and welded in the proper manner. And once this is done, I'll be taking that metal out, welding both sides, getting everything done, and then I'll be able to take that in and pop that in where we were just looking, you know, running across that station from left to right and tacking it in and then welding it in. It's really going to make it strong. It's going to make a nice setup. Now, once I get all that done, then I'll be able to take the existing wood that I cut out of here. It's the same stuff as this. And if I want to use this, I'll be able to put this back in and lay it all out, and then I can get my rudder pedals back in. And I think I mentioned before that before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run gussets on here because apparently they've been breaking. These are hanging upside down if you're wondering. They've been breaking here, and they're finding problems on inspection. So we're going to weld a gusset on all 4 of those pedals, and that should alleviate that problem. That seems to be the common fix for this, okay? So I'm going to get that done before I put it all back together as well. Alrighty? So we're about 5 minutes, 17 seconds in. I think that's all I really wanted to show you today. I know I've been making a lot of videos, but it's fun, and I hope you guys are interested in what I'm doing. I'd rather give you a 5 to 8 minute video than a 15-minute video you might step off of in 7 minutes getting bored with it or something. So we'll go ahead and close her down for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have been jumping on and checking it out, and that's exciting to me, and I hope you're enjoying it. I really do. Okay? So you guys have a good night. It's Sunday. Relax, happy flying, and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.